I would say that, the pharmaceutical industry has pretty much done its job at this point. We have two vaccines that we know are safe and efficacious, and hopefully we'll have another one with the AstraZeneca and Oxford data expected before the end of the year. Although I would say that while we have some initial commitments from the companies in terms of manufacturing promises, Pfizer is expected to have 1.3 billion doses by the end of next year, Moderna anywhere from 500 million to a billion. I would say that at this point, it really is in the hands of the public health authorities in terms of determining the rollout and what populations will be vaccinated first. So at this point, it is the rollout is somewhat in the hands of governmental authorities and out of pharma.
Does that mean that it's going to come down to the costings and the price then? Because early indications seem to be that the AstraZeneca J&J product will be somewhere around $3 to $5 a shot. When you're looking at Pfizer and Moderna, you're up to something like $19 to $40 a shot. At least that's what I'm seeing at the moment in reports. Does that suggest then that ultimately governments will go with the AstraZeneca J&J product because it looks so much cheaper?
Yeah, I don't think that price is going to be a determining factor in terms of who gets what vaccines to begin with. I think that given the more difficult nature of storage of the mRNA vaccines, which is the basis of the Pfizer and Moderna efforts, that could be partially playing a role in terms of a higher implied price based on the agreements by some of these governmental authorities. I think given the limited capacity of manufacturing during this initial wave, I think it's just going to be a matter of getting as much vaccine to vulnerable and healthcare workers and populations as we can. And as long as we know that it's safe and efficacious, I don't think that price is really going to be a determining factor therein. I would say that one thing that Astra has committed to is that they have said that they intend to not make a profit on their vaccine efforts during the duration of the pandemic. Now, what duration of the pandemic means is a topic that's up for debate, but I do think that price will not be a determining factor of who gets what per se.
Emily, we've watched this dispiriting battle between the WHO and the FDA explode in the last 24 hours over treatment remdesivir as well. Do you have concerns that this will fuel the anti-vaxxers if we see similar kind of disputes between regulators and health authorities when it comes to vaccines?
I don't think so, because I think that just the overwhelming efficacy that we've seen thus far with the vaccines is sort of the best that we could have hoped for in terms of assuring the public that they do work and that they are safe. I think that hopefully the debate over some of these legacy therapies, such as remdesivir, will be one that dies down in the coming months, because remdesivir was actually developed years ago to treat other viruses, and was actually, until the coronavirus, really being explored as a treatment for Ebola. And now, Astra actually on its third quarter call was very optimistic about its own specifically designed antibodies for COVID-19. So hopefully, as we get towards manufacturing of antibodies and the development of those that are specific to COVID-19, we won't run into these issues in terms of scrutiny over data, because in essence, these older drugs really weren't intended to treat COVID-19. So it does make sense in that there's some debate over the over their efficacy in treating this disease.